Another Kashmir incident, another primetime meltdown, and the media? Screeching like a banshee trapped in a blender, missiles trending, hashtags flying. World War III incoming, says every teenager with access to Photoshop and too much Red Bull. But here's the inconvenient truth. It's not happening. And no, not because the two nations suddenly discovered yoga and inner peace, but because war is now about as practical as commuting to work in a tank. Let's rewind to the golden age of Indo-Pak chaos. 1947, war. 1965, more war. 1971, all-out war with bonus carnage. 1999, a cheeky mini-war for old time's sake. And what came of it all? Absolutely nothing. Except perhaps new borders and a booming business in flag-waving. Even in 2019, jets scrambled, bombs dropped, tea served, and what did the world remember? Abhinandan's moustache and his majestic sip of enemy chai. If war was a movie, this was the blooper reel. India's got nukes, about 160 of them. Pakistan? A cool 170. That's enough firepower to turn the subcontinent into a giant radioactive butter chicken. So if one side blinks, the whole place lights up like a Diwali festival hosted on Chernobyl's front porch. And the result? No winners. Just glowing cows and politicians making statements from bunkers. It's less victory and more convenient way to lose everything you've ever built. Here's a spicy thought. War costs money. Lots of it. India's GDP? $3.7 trillion. Pakistan's? A tenth of that. $375 billion. That's like pitting a Bugatti against an autistic donkey. Except the donkey has a lot of firepower to make up for it. India is trying to become the next Silicon Valley and has a host of different problems. Pakistan is not, but it still has those problems. And tanks don't help when you're trying to import laptops or keep the Wi-Fi on. You also don't fund a war when the economy's already held together by chewing gum and foreign aid. Every time tensions rise, the global babysitters show up. The UN starts sending letters. The US makes phone calls. China raises one eyebrow because there are enough refugee crises in the world today. And trust me, nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to deal with 2 billion people suddenly packing bags, crossing borders, and asking where the toilets are. Who needs tanks when you've got meme wars, cricket boycotts, fake news shared by boomers on WhatsApp, and cringy Bollywood war movies? This isn't warfare. It's high school drama, but with actual diplomats. And let's be honest, talk is cheaper than a missile, gets way more views, and is good for clout. So no, there will be no war. Not because everyone's matured, but because war in 2025 is a logistical nightmare wrapped in financial ruin. It's too expensive, too inconvenient, too radioactive, and worst of all, bad for stock markets. It's like planning a bar fight at a baby shower. Nobody wins, and everyone ends up covered in tears and regret. So instead of stocking up on iodine tablets and digging a bunker in your backyard, do something useful. Argue in the comments, and tell us what's more likely. India and Pakistan agreeing to split Kashmir, or agreeing on an LBW decision in a World Cup semifinal? We'll wait, possibly forever. Oh, and if you think this is a hot take, check out my video on how this tiny island is paying the price for taking China's money. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more of these mind-bending takes. Cheers!